Last Tuesday, J.J. Redick, recognized as one of the greatest three-point shooters in NBA history, celebrated his first win as coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. However, despite his shooting expertise, the Lakers struggled with long-range attempts, converting only 5 of their 30 attempts, a low percentage of 16.7%, in their 110-103 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. After the game, Redick commented on the balls used, suggesting that the poor shooting performance was directly influenced by the use of new balls, which affected the players' accuracy. He mentioned that he would contact the league to request the use of softened balls, stating that the new balls have a different texture, making them more slippery and difficult to control. This problem is known to players who prefer worn-out balls that offer better grip and control. This affects not only their shooting, but also their passing and ball handling, which are fundamental to their performance. While the Lakers struggled with the new balls, the Timberwolves were slightly better, shooting 31.7% from three-point range. Redick, whose career has been built on long-range shooting, was sensitive to these details. He believes that worn balls would improve the consistency of shots, favoring the quality of the game. Currently, the league uses Wilson balls, which, although of high quality, require a softening period for optimum performance. In the same game, Bronny James made his official debut alongside his father, LeBron James, becoming the first father-son duo to play in the NBA at the same time. Although he only played a few minutes, his entrance onto the court was a historic moment, capturing the attention of fans and critics alike. This was a symbolic passage of legacy, representing the start of Bronny's career in the NBA. For Bronny, the road ahead will be challenging, especially with the inevitable comparisons to his father. However, he has shown a solid work ethic and a willingness to learn, which will be essential for his growth as a player. In addition to his historic debut, Bronny will probably go through a gradual adaptation process in the NBA. Given his limited experience in college basketball due to a season interrupted by a heart incident, he is still at the beginning of his development. In the meantime, his time in the G League could be an important step for him to accumulate playing time and strengthen his skills before getting a more relevant role with the Lakers. The presence of veterans like his father, LeBron, and former players like Shaquille O'Neal, who commented on Bronny's debut, provides a valuable support base. O'Neal pointed out that, despite young James' talent, success in the NBA depends on consistency and a lot of effort, something Bronny has shown he is willing to embrace. This willingness to work hard and learn from the best will be key as he looks to build his own legacy. In addition to Bronny's debut, the game also highlighted solid performances from other Lakers players. Rui Hachimura, for example, had a standout performance, becoming the team's second-highest scorer that night with 18 points and 5 rebounds. Hachimura not only contributed offensively, but also showed a versatile game that impacted the Timberwolves' defense. Under the guidance of coach J.J. Redick, the Lakers seem to be developing an offensive strategy that prioritizes constant movement, both with and without the ball. This allows players like Hachimura to find space and create shooting opportunities effectively. The Lakers' win over the Timberwolves is more than just a positive start to the season. It's a sign of the team's potential under Redick. The coach's philosophy, which values the execution of structured plays and taking advantage of opponents' defensive weaknesses, proved to be effective and aligned with the style of play of several of the team's players. If they can maintain this intensity and discipline, the Lakers could have a competitive season, especially in a strong Western Conference scenario. As the season progresses, Hachimura's role should continue to grow, especially if he incorporates more aggression in both attack and defense. His ability to adapt to Redick's scheme and his rapport with his teammates will be key to the Lakers' success. The expectation is that, as the players adjust to the system and mesh, the team will become more cohesive and effective at both ends of the court. For Bronny, his debut was the first step on a long journey. The pressure of carrying the James name will certainly bring challenges, but his willingness to evolve and the presence of such strong support around him increase his chances of success. With the season just beginning, Bronny's journey and the Lakers' progress will be closely followed as they work to consolidate their positions and chart a path to a promising future. As the Lakers continue their season, Bronny's development and the performance of key players like Hachimura could be decisive for the team's success. Redick, in his role as coach, seems committed to building a team that excels both offensively and defensively, promoting a dynamic and collaborative style of play. This style, which focuses on constant movement and the execution of well-structured plays, allows the team to take advantage of counter-attacking opportunities and opponents' defensive lapses, as was the case in the win over the Timberwolves. Bronny's progress will undoubtedly be one of the most talked about points throughout the season. He will have the opportunity to develop both with the Lakers and possibly in the G League, which could help him strengthen his skills and gain more confidence. With a solid base of veterans and experienced coaches, he'll have all the support he needs to mature as a player. Patience and a focus on his own progress, rather than comparisons with his father's legacy, will be essential if Bronny is to excel and chart his own path in the NBA. For the Lakers as a whole, collective performance and togetherness will be key. The balance between more experienced players and the new generation, represented by youngsters like Bronny, could bring an interesting dynamic to the team. This kind of combination allows the team to have both the strength and experience of veterans and the energy and innovation of new talents. The season also brings a challenging scenario, with an extremely competitive Western Conference full of high-level teams and big stars. The Lakers will need to maintain consistency and focus to stay at the top of the table, and every win will be crucial. If Hachimura, Bronny, and other players manage to raise their level of play, and Redick proves capable of managing the squad well, the Lakers can dream of a top spot, and perhaps even a long run in the playoffs. With each game, fans, analysts, and the entire league will closely follow the growth of the Lakers under Redick's leadership and the individual progress of players like Bronny. The future is bright, and with patience and dedication, the Lakers have a chance to not only have a successful season, but also lay a solid foundation for years to come. In addition, the impact of players like Hachimura, who is already establishing himself as an essential piece, and the presence of young talent, represents a unique opportunity for the Lakers not only to build a strong team for the season, but also to establish a long-term foundation. Hachimura, with his versatility and presence in the backcourt, has shown a consistency that aligns well with Redick's system, and his performance at both ends of the court can continue to propel the team forward with Redick at the helm, who brings his experience as one of the NBA's great shooters. The team can also evolve in terms of long-range shooting, something that was a weak point in the first few games of the season. Redick has already expressed his desire to improve the Lakers' accuracy beyond the perimeter, which will be crucial in a league increasingly dominated by teams that know how to take advantage of the three-point shot. The issue of new balls, which he raised, could open the door to discussions on how to improve shooting consistency, something that could benefit the entire league and give players a more conducive environment to reach the high level of performance expected of them. The Lakers' challenge will be to maintain consistency in a competitive landscape like the Western Conference. Expectations are high, and the team will have to overcome obstacles, especially with the increased quality of other rival teams. With Redick at the helm, the focus on discipline and tactical execution, as well as the ability to adapt and exploit opponents' weaknesses, could become a differentiator for the Lakers. The individual growth potential of players like Hachimura and the development of young prospects like Bronny could represent the team's future. If they can adopt this mentality of hard work, determination, and a focus on continuous evolution, the team will not only have a chance of competing this year, but could also establish itself as one of the pillars of the NBA for years to come.